ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಭೂಮಂಡಲ, ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಭೂಮಂಡಲ, ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ, ಗುರು ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ, ಗುರು ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ. ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ದೈವಿಕ ಮಹಾಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಕರುಣೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಗುರು ಯೋಗಿರಾಜ್ ವೇದಾದ್ರಿ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಅವರ ಕೃಪೆ ಸದಾ ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ಇರಲಿ. ಈ ಆತ್ಮ ಸಂಗಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೋಗ ಬಂಧುಗಳನ್ನು ವಿಶ್ವ ಸಮುದಾಯ ಸೇವಾ ಸಂಘ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ವಲಯದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ದಿನದ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕರಾದ ವಿಶ್ವ ಸಮುದಾಯ ಸೇವಾ ಸಂಘದ ಸ್ಕೈ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ರವೀಂದ್ರನ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಪರಿಚಯಿಸಲು ಇಚ್ಛಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಇವರು ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮೊವನ್ನು ಆಕ್ಯುಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವರು ಯಂತ್ರ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ನ ಸ್ಥಾಪಕರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಂತ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯೋಗ ಆಕ್ಯುಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರೋಪತಿ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್. ಇವರು WISE ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರೇಷನ್ ಮೆರಿಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ USA ಇಂದ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವರು 1999ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕೈ ಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡರು. ಇವರು ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ವಿಶಾಲ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸ್ಕೈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಆನೇಕಲ್ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಕೇಂದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಜನರಿಗೂ ಕಲಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವರು 21 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಸ್ಕೈ ಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವರು ಭಾರತ ಮತ್ತು USAದ್ಯಂತ ಸ್ಕೈ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಆಕ್ಯುಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಸ್ಕೈ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ರವೀಂದ್ರನ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಿ ಆಧುನಿಕ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಎಂಬ ವಿಷಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚಿಂತನೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡುವಂತೆ ವಿನಂತಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸರ್.
ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಮ್ಮ? ಬಾಳಿಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಸರ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಭೂಮಂಡಲ, ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಭೂಮಂಡಲ, ಬಾಳಿಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ, ಗುರು ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಗುರುವೇ ಹೊಣೆ, ಚಿಂತನೆಯನ್ನು ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ಜೀವಸಿಗರಿಕೇರಿಸುವ ಗುರುವೇ ನಮಃ. ಮೈ ಹಂಬಲ್ pranam to my spiritual master Sri Vedadri Maharishi. My humble salutation to all the divine souls who are participating in the Atma Sangama. The topic chosen for the today evening is modern education, Adalika Vidya. This headings is more significance in today's world. Let us deeply understand the exact meaning of education. Vidya andre enu? What is meant by education? And what is modern education? ಈಗ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವೋ, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವೋ, ಒಂದು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವೋ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ವಿ ಲರ್ನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ವಾಮಿಟಿಂಗ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್. ದ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ is, for education to be complete, it should include not only the training of the intellect. Again, I am repeating this word. For education to be complete, it should include not only the training of the intellect, but also the refinement of the art and discipline of the soul. Yalirodu yara? Dr. Radhakrishnan, first president. He was a teacher. Avaru ondu school alli ondu teacher agidru. What does it mean? Before 250 years, our education was in the right form. The so-called modern education, or the so-called Western education, after the Britishers came here, they have destroyed our culture. They have destroyed our original education, and they have introduced this education. And because of that, how we are suffering. See today's world, in the epidemic of corona, the so-called educated people, millions and millions of education institutions are there, great universities are there. They are not able to understand why it is not, they are not able to understand. That subject will go a little deeper. One more sentence, beautiful sentence by our Dr. Radhakrishnan is, our education makes a man a doctor, an engineer, a technograph, a teacher, does not make a real human being. So what is that real human being? For that, what kind of education has to be there? What kind of value-based education has to be there in the modern science, in the modern education? What is missing here? In spite of so much of education happening all over the world, still humans are suffering. Science has developed to a greater extent. We need to sell it to the genius of the scientists who have given the scientific development for the comfort what we are living. That is for outer comfort. But the real education, Vivekananda has given a beautiful, pregnant statement. Very great statement. Education is the manifestation, perfection already in man. ಒಂದು ಮಗು ಹುಟ್ಟುವಾಗನೇ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಆ ಮಗು ಒಳಗಡೆನೇ ಇದೆ. That is what it means. Education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. In spite of all these things, why we are suffering? Because there are two types of education. One is Aparavidya. Other one is Paravidya. What is Aparavidya? Objective education, materialistic education. Sarira, Buddhi, Manasu, Yendriya. Belage, whenever I get up, I need to take care of my body. I have to go to work. I have to go to my office. I have to send my children to school, colleges. I need to work and earn money to take care of my living. These are all external. So that is what it is, objective education. Object. It is materialistic. That is required. But there is one more education, which is the real education, is called Paravidya. That is intuitive education. Vision, inner vision. These are the two education. Before 250 to 300 years, we had in our great India. All the universities in India were teaching this kind of education. But it was very unfortunate. After the invasion of the Britishers, invasion of other people, our total culture was destroyed. The para education, what the intuitive education, what Swamiji teaches us, has been completely forgotten, and the modern education has taken over, and that is not the real education. I happened to, 10 years back, I happened to go to Dharwad University for spiritual department to teach this yoga. When I happened to go to Dharwad University, the first board in the entrance I saw was something written on Sanskrit. I asked the professor what it is. He said, it's a beautiful sentence on almost all universities, the olden universities in India, they have written these words. I asked, what is that? He said, Ya Vidya Vimukshaya. Ya Vidya Vimukshaya. What does it mean? Ya Vidya Vimukshaya means the education which liberates you. The education should liberate you. Suppose if I am becoming an engineer, I am only confined as an engineer. I do not know what is life. I don't understand what is this consciousness which exists everywhere. I become an engineer, earn money, and take care of my family. So this is what the original educationists have imparted their wisdom to us. So education is the process of liberation. Liberation means liberating the mind from the past, liberating the mind from the future, liberating from the theology, liberating from the political ideology, fixed religious ideology. When a students come out of an institution, or when a student comes out of a college, he should be a pure seeker. He should be a pure seeker means what is his life? What is his life? What is my journey of consciousness? From where did I come? What is my lost destiny? What I am going to achieve in my life? We have so much of goal-oriented life. The original goal-oriented life was only seekers to attain mukti, to seek the invisible infinite, God or consciousness, what we are talking. So these were the words written in almost all universities. Ya vidya sa vimukshaya. It means education is to liberate you. We got this life free. Did you pay any money for your life? It's freedom. Life is freedom. Life is for celebration. And we are living a life without understanding what life is. And the modern education, when you go to the college, yes, it is required to become a doctor, to become an engineer, to become a technograph. You need a degree to make your money. But the original education is Paravidya, the intuitive wisdom. The intuitive wisdom, that is the original education which is being missing. See, in the olden days, what they taught from the time of immortal, all our Siddhas, Vedic people, Upanishad, they taught the same thing. The Brahma Sutrams, the books, the scriptures, the Bible, the Quran, these are all the things which those people experienced it. When they experience something, it is not visible. So you need to experience. Each one of us to experience. So they gave in the process of Paravidya to go deep into ourselves, dive in ourselves, so that we can understand the paradigm shift happening in the education, and both education has to be balanced. So that's why in Tamil we used to say that Porulillarku uлагamillai, Arulillarku avulagamillai. Porul means material, Arul means subjective. So both objective and subjective both has to be linked in the education. But the modern education has become very much business oriented, information technology, and it is career oriented. It is required. It is only for material survival. The objective education is required as Sarira, Buddhi, Manasu, Yendregalu. For all these things that is required. You need skill education, you need art, you need culture. But when you go and join our children in school, we want to see which is the best school, which is the international school, which is the school which takes more fees. We fail to understand the fundamentals of education is because we have forgotten the real education, my dear friends. We have forgotten the real education. So that Paravidya is the original Brahma Vidya or Brahma Jnana or the Charitriya or value-based education has to be included in the education. Then only the education can become a complete education. Let us see, in the olden days, what they did. There was 4 steps in asrama. That is, one is brahmacharya. The child will learn everything. Do you know the secret? As the mother is carrying a child, there is a garbha vidya. That means learning starts in the womb of the mother. A child does not learn anything from outside. It has to learn from womb in the mother, in the mother's womb. That's why it was beautifully said by a scientist, all the children born in this world are genius. Whichever child it is, all the children born in this universe are genius until they go to the school to become an idiot. Why? Because of the environment, the kind of knowledge we teach it. Like if you have 90%, 92 you have to get. If you have 92, 95. That is not education at all. That is only career-oriented education. If so much of students come out with first rank, second rank, third rank. You just see what happens to them in due courses. In their life, they fail. They do not know how to live life in harmony. They are not in a position to live life with happiness and ecstasy. So all these are missing in the modern science. So that's why let us see what is in our Vedadriyam. See how fortunate we are. We are the most fortunate people, we should tell. Because when you go to a school or college, the original educator should be a master. What is the difference between a master and a teacher? A teacher is the one who teaches whatever they accumulated as wisdom or knowledge, they just come and vomit. But a master is one who transforms his students. That ability was there from the old masters. That's why in our Vedadriyam, what our Guruji has given is, every master should be a meditator. Every master should be a meditator, whoever it is, whether you are a regular master in your Kendra, or you become an assistant professor, or a professor, or a senior professor, or you attain PhD, whatever is this. First, you need to learn the art of meditation. First, whatever is given in our Kendra is a physical exercise to the physical body. So, we have a physical body and we need to take care of the physical body. For that, Swami has given. How he has included a complete holistic approach towards the modern education is what we undergo in our World Community Service, my dear friends. So, not only the physical body, everybody has got mind. You go to any universities. I am so fortunate to go to some of the universities in USA. I asked this question there. I got an opportunity to go to Harvard University, Colorado University, 4 or 5 universities I went. I asked this question to the so called qualified people who have got so many degrees. I'm not bragging that I know everything. This is what I experienced after coming into our Vedadri's feet. So we, as a sky aspirant, are very lucky to get this kind of wisdom. And we have transformed this wisdom into practices. That's what I taught. So there is no other greatest pregnant statement I have ever heard from any of the spiritual master when it comes to mind. Whether Swamiji was able to explain so practically, we are living with a life without understanding what life is. We are living with a mind without understanding what mind is. We are living with a consciousness which exists everywhere, and the same consciousness exists in me also without understanding what this consciousness is. Now just go and refer whatever ultimate degree if you have, even if you have a FRC, MRC, MBBS, they don't speak about consciousness. Why the fundamental consciousness is missing in the modern science? When I ask this question, there is one question. One is because of ignorance. They're telling that we want empirical proof. How do you prove that consciousness prevails without you experience the consciousness? They think that intellect is consciousness. Intelligent is consciousness. No. In our Paravidya, they told very beautifully, there are 4 concepts in the olden science. One is buddhi, intellect. Second one is agam. Agam means identity. Third one is manas. Fourth one is sit. Again, I'll repeat. First is intellect, buddhi. Second is agam, ego. Third one is manas. Fourth one is sit or pure consciousness. These 4 has to be included for the inner and outer exploration. For that only, we called it is a complete education. Buddhi means intellect. So we have trained our intellect to do some work. That is half-cooked education. That is required for your survival. For survival, this education is required. You can go and attain a degree. You can go and become a doctor or an engineer or a technographer. But if you do not understand what is this life, how to live harmony in a family with your husband and children, how to live in the family by taking care of everybody, giving unconditional love and compassion. Love and compassion is not taught in any universities. They ask how much it is weighing. Love and compassion is an inherent quality of the whole universe. Love and compassion is the whole attitude of the whole existence. Without love and compassion, without consciousness, there exists nothing. So these are the inner intuitive wisdom. These wisdom has to be taught in schools. Since schools have forgotten all these things only, our Vedadharan concept has given a complete holistic approach. A complete holistic approach is there in our sky system, which is missing in the modern science. You go to any universities. I have been to so many institutions, education institutions, all over India, as well as in Karnataka. When we go and ask these questions, whatever they read through the book, you mug up and you by heart get 90%, 95% or 80% and get a mark. You have a degree to hang around on your self or in this one and start working. Without understanding what is his life, without understanding what is his consciousness, without understanding what is his mind. See the greatest pregnant statement given by our Swamiji. Mind is nothing but the psychic extension of life energy. Mind is nothing but consumption of the subtle energy. This has to be experienced. This you cannot have an empirical proof. I had a confrontation with one of the scientists when I was teaching in Colorado. They asked, Professor, we want empirical proof for life. I asked, yes, I will give an empirical proof. What did they say? You know that? If there is a heart, somebody's died with a heart attack and somebody's brain dead. Can you transplant a living heart to the dead patient? That was my question. Can you transplant a living heart to a dead patient? That doctor asked, what kind of stupid question you are asking? I said, the question may be stupid, answer lies in your question. He asked, repeat the question. Can you transplant a living heart to a dead patient? He said, not possible. Why? There is no life. Then can you define life? I asked. Can you define life? So life is, we are living with a life without understanding what life is. Life is an invisible infinite. It is not even an energy particle. It is a wavelength. Now the whole world is agreeing. We are using the quantum physics. We are studying E is equal to mc square. We are able to open our car doors with using the quantum energy or the electromagnetic wave. But the quantum energy is already within our body, which is called biomagnetism. The biomagnetism is there. There is gravity in our body. Because of the gravity only, our heart is compressing and repulsing. All the doctors know how the heart contracts, but no doctors know why the heart contracts. Heart is contracting because there is a gravity of compression and repulsion that was given by a man who has not gone into any university. In which university our Maharishi went, you tell me? In which university Buddha went? In which university all the ancestors, Siddhas and Vedic Upanishad people who wrote Upanishad, which university they went? They went into the universal university. So what the universal university was missing in the modern science only, Swamiji has imparted in our modern World Community Service Center. That's what we are teaching. When we teach this in our school, what is that we teach? Yoga for human excellence. Yoga for human excellence. We are living as a human being without understanding the purpose of life. The purpose of our life itself, not to become a CEO, not to become a prime minister, not to become, that are all a part of job. That we call it buddhi and ego. That is means what identity. That is identity. Suppose if I am a professor, I am a professor only when I come into the participant and teaching yoga. I am a doctor when I am seeing a patient. When I am driving a car, I am just a driver. If I say I am the professor, more accidents will happen. When I step into my house, I have to remove the shoes of professorship. Otherwise, I have to become a husband to my wife, father to my children. So we wear different masks. That is called identity. Identity is ego. That ego you require when you are to identify yourself in a certain place. Third one is manas. That manas is an invisible infinite thing. and it is the extension of the consciousness. But the problem in our modern science is they think that intelligent or intellect is consciousness. So, my dear friends, to make us to understand and experience this wisdom only, Swamiji has given everything in so beautiful form so that we become a meditator. Once you become a meditator, the meditation is nothing but art of silencing the mind. Again, I'll repeat this. Meditation is nothing but art of silencing the mind. When mind gets silenced, the original chit or the wisdom which you already have, you are already have, everybody is that. I am that means you are that. Every human being or every life in this existence is primarily is that only. That is what Brahma Jnana is. The wisdom is. You need to remove the unwanted things. To remove the unwanted things only, we have been given as a vision for wisdom. Vision for wisdom, or youth empowerment, or yoga for human excellence. We have even degrees and PhDs. All these are the real education which was missing in the modern science. So I do not know how to say gratitude to our great Mahan Vedadri Maharishi. He has given so simply, not telling that I know everything, I have been intuitively getting. Almost all people have gone in the same way, but no, many of the majority of the Siddhas were not able to exhibit this in a scientific manner. So, in Vedadrian concept, we are able to build a model of the universe, how the universe exists, how the evolution happened from the space, particle, atoms, and Panchabhutas. From Panchabhutas, how life came into existence and how all other life exists in the whole existence. There is a connection between Aparavidya and Paravidya. So this is the real education. Now you see, our government of India have day for yesterday only given a slogan for changing the pattern in our education system. That is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. That is the foundation education that has to be included about the nature's cause and effect system. All these things government want to include. But whatever we do, good things also, there are people to oppose because they don't understand. It is because of mere ignorance or mere politics. So the original education is what we give in our World Community Service Center, what our Vedadri Maharishi has given. So the whole world is looking towards India. Whole world. Thousands of years back, this education was taught in almost all university. People from all over the world used to come and learn this technique and go. Second one missing part was there in our education is learning anything through mother tongue. Anything you learn through your mother tongue, you will be able to explore the whole universe because you are speaking with your mother. Now what is happening? Nobody is speaking in their mother tongue. Only mummy and daddy. While they're carrying the child also, they speak only in English. They don't speak in mother language, mother tongue. So this is called a pathetic situation we are facing. Even though government want to include certain things, we do not know how long it will take to spread this education, include this kind of a Paravidya into the modern science. Our government is trying, but already our Swamiji has put the seed. This is the original education. You take from our Vedadrian education what is missing. If you want to live in your family, how to live in harmony with your family. It is a practical experience. After doing a meditation only, you need to, when we started blessing the whole world, we started blessing only after the meditation. When your mind frequencies come, and we operate this Zoom only through vibration. Our human intellect was able to find out in what frequency we are able to connect. But we cannot create frequency. We cannot create gravity. We cannot alter the gravity which exists there. We cannot alter the space which exists here. All these are the Paravidya. Paravidya means intuitive wisdom, intuitive knowledge which exists the whole existence. So in this concept only, my dear friends, It is an absolute complete education. One more example I'll give you. You can take for instance, our Dr. Dhanapati. He was a veterinarian doctor, but he was a real seeker. Since he was a seeker, he did not was lowering for a big salary in his office. He just left because he was a seeker and he came into Vedadri. The real degree which he had, PhD, Dr. Dhanapati and Vidya, is the real degree given by our Swamiji. These kind of education has to be included. It includes the souls, it includes the mind, it includes the consciousness, which are all not visible to the naked eye, which cannot be documented through any modern machine, modern equipment. Even if you go and take a pico technology or a nanotechnology to measure how much Ravindran loves his wife, I say a statement. How do you measure this love? How do you measure this consciousness? Tell me, is there any instrument in this world to measure? So these science ask empirical proof. That empirical proof only for material world. Even we have failed to understand there is a force in an atom. Our scientists have failed to understand there is a super conscious in an atom. That kind of intuitive wisdom has to come. So it's a complete education means Aparavidya and Paravidya. Both has to be included. Aparavidya is for our survival. Paravidya is to reach the ultimate, attain mukti, attain God, God realization, or freedom. Life is freedom. Life is for celebration. Atma Sangama. What is Atma Sangama? Atma means soul. But when you say soul, our scientist does not accept. When you say life energy, is an invisible, infinite wave particle, or it's a wave, they cannot desist. So we have to speak in their language. So what is Swamiji has given? He has spoken in terms of biomagnetism. He has spoken in terms of universal magnetism. And this universal magnetism and the biomagnetism has got a direct and indirect impact on your life. So that has to be experienced by the aspirant. Only when you do meditation, when you do yoga, when you go deep into yourself only, we can experience. That experience only, what we call as Atma Sangama. Sangama means union. So my dear friends, we are all very fortunate to be under the feet of our Swamiji, Vedadri Maharshi, who has given a complete wisdom which is missing in the modern science. In the modern science, we call it as modern science. It is not complete. Even I can challenge and tell, when it comes to material science, what our scientists have achieved is absolutely great. We need to salute to the greatest genius of our scientists to obtain the comfort what we are attain right now. If you want to travel to America, in the olden days, we have to travel by ship. But the invention of plane and other things, we are able to go within 15 to 20 hours. In a rocket, we can go faster. But are we able to go within us, in spite of knowing so many of our education from outside, which is called as Aparavidya? No, hardly 5% of the wisdom is not been tapped. The universal wisdom. That universal wisdom only Swamiji gives us a insight of universal magnetism, biomagnetism. The whole universe operates with precious consciousness. The whole universe operates with gravity. The gravity force is nothing but compressive and repulsive force. The compressive force is constant. Repulsive force varies according to the mass. A man who had not gone to any colleges speaking the whole Paravidya in a scientific manner. So how fortunate we are. So my dear friends, I just want all of you to understand the modern education is not complete without the Paravidya, what we are learning in our sky centers. So I want all the aspirant, every one of you are potentially divine. Never underestimate any one of you. Every one of you are potentially divine, because we got this opportunity to learn the great techniques, because Swamiji has given his whole life to get this kind of intuitive wisdom. But when we have been initiated by Swamiji, and we have been trained by our Swamiji, and given a master degree, and we have become a professors in the system. We have become masters in the system. So until you put this practice in your life, attaining a degree is not important. That is wanted for your career. But if you don't put into practice, that's why I just gave an example of Dr. Dhanapati. I does not want to praise him. It is the truth. It is the truth. So I was a dropout in my college. I asked the same question about this education. My teachers were at that time not able to. So I was not had that interest to complete my education, even though I had all the opportunity. When I went to so many gurus, so many people I went, 30 to 40 years I searched in my whole life. I stopped going to temples asking what is God. 38 years to 40 years back. But when I came into the lap of Maharishi, I found the complete wisdom which was missing with the question which he was asking. No, I don't have any doubt regarding this. So this is a complete education, what we are learning through our Swamiji's Vedadriyan philosophy and what we have learned. So I request all of you to become a meditator. Every teacher in a school or a college should be a meditator. Then he can update all the subject which he learns. What I learned 40 years back, I am just vomiting. That's why children does not listen to the teacher. Within 10 minutes or 15 minutes, they just go to sleep. But when you teach Vedadriyam, even for 8 hours, in our Manavala Kalai, there are people who listen. Why? It is because this is regarding myself, regarding my life, regarding my consciousness, regarding my mind, regarding my health, regarding my disease. This is what the real education is. So this real education is, Swamiji has already given as yoga for human excellence, youth empowerment, and vision for wisdom. So what else we want? So let us all deeply dive into the Paravidya, become a very, very qualified master by doing deeper meditation. The deeper meditation of Dr. Vijaya Dhanapati did was an excellent one. How to spread the meditative energy. Nitya Nitya Anandam. Nitya Nitya Anandam means you have to be in a state of ecstasy. There are 4 things in life. That is Inbam Tunbam. That means worries, happiness. Third one is peace and ecstasy. Peace and ecstasies are only found in the dictionary. These two only we undergo. When you do service to somebody and you see the kind of ecstasy, see the kind of happiness, see the kind of joy we get. So this joy only is the real service. That service only we all are doing in our sky centers. So my dear friends, it is a very, very great tribute. I do not know how to give thanks to our Swamiji who has given this kind of enlightenment. Everyone can be enlightened. That is the greatness of Swamiji. That is the greatness. When Saraswatigal came and asked Swamiji, what is that Swamiji are giving Brahmajnana to everybody? Does they not require some kind of a education or some kind of a quality to become a Brahmajnani? He said, yes, only 2 qualities required. He said, he should have a body, he should have a life. He just got up and went. So this is the kind of enlightenment Swamiji has given to us. When we are living in this existence, if we live without understanding what life is, if we live in this world without understanding what mind is, when you live in this world without understanding the paramount unconditional love and compassion, without understanding the consciousness prevails everywhere, whether it's a living object and a non-living object. These are the things which is not spoken in the modern science. There are institutions in USA, we have already started meditation. In many institutions in USA, they started meditation. When we want to teach meditation in this institution, they bring religion. What is this? This is a kind of great ignorance. So my dear friends, before concluding this talk, I just want to give you one simple face card. Don't fight with the darkness. Don't fight with the darkness. Just light a candle. Light a candle is intuitive wisdom. That intuitive wisdom is nothing but value-based education, all cultural education which Swamiji has given to us. This has to be given to the children when they are in the womb of the mother, which is called as Garbhavidya. During the pregnancy, every mother should know what kind of child she need to deliver, what kind of quality person the world has to come. That kind of child can be born. If you want a Vivekananda, it is possible. If you want a Jesus, it is possible. If you want a Vedadri Maharishi, through Garbhavidya, we can teach. And also, when it comes to education, many want to become only doctors and engineers. Nobody want to become an artist. Many of them does not want to become a musician. Nobody want to become a dancer. Nobody want to enjoy life because they don't ask what is life. They don't even realize when somebody go and commit suicide, they know the importance of life. Or somebody murders somebody, they come to importance of life. So birth and death is an invisible, infinite things. We need to understand that has to be included in education. Unless we include the natures, the cause and effect system, what is life, what is mind, what is consciousness, that has to be experienced. Once you are able to experience that, that experience only is the real education, which is called as Paravidya. The Paravidya is the intuitive wisdom which everybody possesses. You already have. Only we are living for survival. Because we live in survival, we are not able to exhibit, we are not able to show. Only consciousness can comprehend consciousness. I repeat this word. Only consciousness can comprehend consciousness. You are the Paripurna consciousness. Every one of you are a Paripurna consciousness. In that way, I just want to repeat this word. Don't fight with darkness. Just light a candle. If this room is very dark, for 5 years, I come and light a candle. Does the darkness says, oh my God, I was living in darkness for 10 years. If you light a candle for 10 years only, there will be light in this room. You cannot fight with darkness. You can switch on light, you can switch off light, but you cannot switch off darkness. You cannot fight with darkness. So we are fighting with the ignorance in modern education. So we need to ask this question. We need to light a candle within us. We need to light the lamp within us. That lighting a lamp is called realization or self-realization or intuitive wisdom, intuitive knowledge, invisible infinite consciousness which prevails everywhere. In this context, I thank the World Community Service Center, Karnataka Zone, Dr. Dhanapati and Vijaya for giving this wonderful opportunity to share the little wisdom I acquired through my Vedadri and my own experience. What all I spoke is my experience, own experience. I don't speak anything without my experience. That is Swamiji has given very clearly. Sollal mattum nambade, soyamai sindhite thalivai. Don't believe me what I say. Just listen. So listening is only information. You have to take the information. We are in the information technology, confirm it and transform. Transform is action. So once you put into action, whatever Swamiji is given, our modern education is complete. A day may come in our schools, our modern education, our Vedadrin philosophy will be included all over the world. That day is going to come because there is no other way for the humanity to survive with this competition. In this contest, I thank Dr. Dhanapati for having given this wonderful opportunity for me to express the Atma Sangama in our Sky Yoga programs in Canada. It is in Canada, but today I spoke in English because I saw the webinar in English. So I started it because I'm more convenient in talking in English. If there are any questions even in Canada, I'll be able to answer with this, with the bliss of Almighty. You may all enjoy good health, long life, enough prosperity, wisdom and peace. Be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. Thank you. Thank you very much.
ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಈಗ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೋತ್ತರ ಸಮಯ. ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಕೇಳೋದಿದ್ರೆ ರೇಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಟನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ನೀವು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಸೂಚನೆ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ. ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಮಾಜದ ಸಹಾಯದಿಂದ ಜೀವಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಆದುದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಋಣಿಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಋಣ ತೀರಿಸಲು ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶವಿದೆ. ಸಮಾಜದ ಉನ್ನತಿಗಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಈ ಸಂಘಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ದುಡಿಮೆಯ ಆದಾಯದಲ್ಲಿ 1% ಭಾಗವನ್ನು ಗುರುಕಾಣಿಕೆಯಾಗಿ ನೀಡಿ ದೈವದ ಮತ್ತು ಗುರುಗಳ ಕೃಪೆಗೆ ಪಾತ್ರರಾಗಿ. ಖಾತೆಯ ವಿವರಗಳು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತೆರೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಕಟವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ದೇಣಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸಿದ ನಂತರ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಧನಪತಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಗೆ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ದಿನಾಂಕ, ಮೊತ್ತದ ವಿವರಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರಿನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಕಳುಹಿಸಿ ಎಂದು ವಿನಂತಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೇಣಿಗೆಗಳು ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಲು ಉಪಯುಕ್ತವಾಗಿದೆ. ಎರಡನೇ ಸೂಚನೆ, ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಸೇವಾ ಯೋಜನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡಲು ಇಚ್ಛಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ದಂಪತಿಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ಧನಪತಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ರವರಿಗೆ ನೀಡುವಂತೆ ವಿನಂತಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಜನರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೈ ಯೋಗ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ಕಲಿಸಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಲು ಇದು ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ. ಮೂರನೇ ಸೂಚನೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೈ ಯೋಗ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ನಿಮಗೆ ದೊರೆತ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನಗಳನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಅನುಭವಗಳನ್ನು 5 ನಿಮಿಷಗಳ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಧನಪತಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಗೆ ಕಳುಹಿಸಿ ಎಂದು ವಿನಂತಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಸೂಚನೆ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೈ ಯೋಗದ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾದ ಹೇಮಾವತಿ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬಸ್ಥರು ಕೊರೋನಾದಿಂದ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ದಾಖಲಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರು ಶೀಘ್ರವಾಗಿ ಗುಣಮುಖರಾಗಿ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಚೇತರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಆರೋಗ್ಯದಿಂದ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹಿಂತಿರುಗಲಿ ಎಂದು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಮನಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸಿ ಹಾರೈಸೋಣ. 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನು ತುರಿಯಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕರಿಸಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಹಾರೈಸೋಣ. ಹೇಮಾವತಿ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬಸ್ಥರು ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಹೇಮಾವತಿ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬಸ್ಥರು ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ. ಹೇಮಾವತಿ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬಸ್ಥರು ಅವರ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ. ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ರೇಸ್ ಆನ್ ಬಟನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿ. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಸೆಲ್ವಂ ಸರ್ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್?
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ
ಸರ್. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಸರ್. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಬಲ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಒನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಸರ್.
ಕೇಳಿ
Sir, actually, given the modern education, is it possible to, we can get the life education like, if you see, modern education is only business minded. So they are making a money. And everywhere, if you see that, they are charging too much. And do you think it is really possible to achieve this? Like, only few, like Vedadri Maharishi, we know that, with Vedadri Maharishi teaching, we can learn all these things. But
yes.
Possible that all the university and all education can follow this, and how feasible that it will reach to everywhere, sir?
Yeah. Actually, in today's world, I don't think it is possible. Very, very few institutions only have included this along with career oriented. So it is 99% business oriented. The only way out is to bring all our children into Vedadriyan fold. Anybody can join. We have all the courses like diploma courses. We have youth empowerment program for children, and we have higher education like PhD. Everything is included here. Even if they don't get any degree, they need to come and learn this Vedadriyan concept and start practicing. That is the only way out at the present moment. Because you can see whatever charges we charge in our Kendras, it is not even a peanut. Nowhere in the world you will get this kind of education for this penny. So that's why Vedadriyan concept is the ultimate answer for the whole world's problem. But I do not know how many people will realize this education, because this anybody can explain scientifically when you come to our Vedadriyan concept.
That's
Swamiji
correct,
has
sir.
given so much of scientific exploration into this.
Yeah, that's correct. So,
So the only way present is today government have announced education program, but still people are opposing. That is only a fundamental. To put into practice, how long it will take, nobody knows. So I want all of your children to learn. Once they attain 14 years, bring them into our Kendra, give them Kayakalpa and make them to learn. So you have to become a first master or a professor. You have to practice in your life. Once you start practicing, then your children will become a model for it. Otherwise, you keep on telling, go and join yoga, means they will not understand what is this yoga.
correct, sir, correct.
Thank
Sir,
you.
and one more thing is that from once the child attains 14 age, then only we'll take it to Kayakalpa and learning yoga and all.
Yeah.
So, if from the childhood, if we give this education, I think that would be more better, right?
That education only, one day I will talk about Garpa Vidya. Garpa Vidya means when the child is in the womb of the mother itself, within that 9 months, the child can learn anything, whatever you want. The child will be able to talk in 20 different languages. That is possible. Swamiji has given Kayakalpa, not only Kayakalpa. During the 9 months, if mother learns some techniques and started reprogramming her subconscious mind, the child born will be a different child. So that is called Garbha Vidya. So these are all very intuitive wisdom which our ancestors have given. Swamiji has simplified in a very simple manner. So it is possible. So both mother and father, when you are getting married itself, you need to take I need to give birth to this kind of child only. I need to conceive only after getting this wisdom for myself. So that should be the future, because we know we have just given birth to children like anything without understanding who is responsible. Many parents don't take responsibility for the children. They want higher education, all these things. But the real education is Garbha Vidya. When the child is in the womb of the mother, the real education is to be given by the mother. So all these are there in our Indian Shastras. Swamiji has given it. We have to go deeper and find out.
Thank you, sir. It's very understandable. And be blessed by heaven, sir.
Thank you.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದಮ್ಮ?
ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ರೇಸ್ ಆನ್ ಬಟನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿ. ಸರ್, ಯಾರು ರೇಸ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್. 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್.
ಓಕೆ ಅಮ್ಮ.
ಜಗದೇವಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿ.
ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದಮ್ಮ?
ಕೇಳಿ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಬಾಳಿ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸರ್.
ಬಾಳಿಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಅಮ್ಮ.
ಸರ್, ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮೆಂಟಾಲಿಟಿ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮೆಂಟಾಲಿಟಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು?
ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ನಮ್ ಕೇಂದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ, ಯೋಗ ಕೇಂದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ ಜೀವನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬಾಳ್ತೀರಾ, ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನೀವು ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮ್ ಮಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಗನ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ ಮಗನಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಮ್ದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯೋಗ ಫಾರ್ ಯೂತ್ ಎಂಪವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡಿ. ಆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ. ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಟಿವಿ ನಾನೇ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು 8 ಅವರು ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಟಿವಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರ? ಸೊ ಆ ತರ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಾವ್ ಹೇಳೋ ಮಾತು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬನ್ನಿ, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಮ್ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಇರೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗಿದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ತುಂಬಾ ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಭಾವನೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಇಳಿಬೇಕು ಕೇಂದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕೇಂದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಇಳಿದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವತ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ತರ. ಬಟ್ ಆ ತರ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಎ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎ ಟೀಚರ್? A teacher is one who vomits everything, whatever she read. A master is one who transforms a student. On the students ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇವನ್ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಇವಾಗ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಶಕ್ತಿಯೇ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ವೇದಾದ್ರಿ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಸಾಧಾರಣ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅನ್ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಆರ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್. So much of faith and confidence he has given. We have to become a model to the society.
Thank you, sir. The last question from Padma Purushottam.
Yes.
Question keli madam.
Balga Samruddha Undige, sir. Can I ask the question in English?
Yes, Padma, you can ask.
Sir, my question is...
little louder.
Yes,
sir. Not audible.
My question is, in modern education, especially in the schools, there are coaching classes and the special classes you have to attend apart from the 8 hours of schooling. So I'm not sure how, for example, I have a daughter who's going to turn 14 and I'm interested in giving Vedatrium to her. I have just joined Sky. I'm getting into that path now. How do I make sure that she does the exercise or meditation for 1.5 hours every day, plus she manages her schooling and her coaching classes? It becomes too stressful for them. So how do we, is it a rat race, or how do I pull her out from the rat race? I'm confused, sir.
That is the way you have to pull out, because getting 90%, 98% and memorizing things and vomiting is not the real education. That's why I spoke. But we are very unfortunate to have this kind of education. I'm very sorry to say this, because I have been fighting for the last 40 years. And only way out is we need to become a model in our house. Suppose if we ask our children to do exercise, you should be in a position to do exercise. So for that, what we have to do? We need to fix our time. God has given 24 hours. Same 24 hours was given to Albert Einstein, Mahatma Gandhi, to Vedadri, everybody. How they were able to achieve? They were also born like an ordinary human being like us. Only thing is, they had some perception. What is the aim of life? My aim of life should be, I have to attain mukti. I have to give back the service to the society. That is the purpose of our life. So make your children understand happiness and joy is the ultimate aim of life. For that, education is a path to earn. So whatever degree you want, attain it. But you have to get this intuitive wisdom. You have to get this intuitive knowledge that is not available anywhere. Maybe here and there will be through spirituality they will. But when you go to spirituality, again religion comes in between. But in Vedadriyam, nowhere any religion comes. No caste come. No this one come. So you don't need to discriminate anybody. Absolutely no discrimination between a human being and another human being. Between a life and other life. So much of wisdom Swamiji has given. What else we want? So we have to become a model. Until we become a model to our children, they cannot change. So Padma, you need to spend time for yourself and see that your children also spend and make them time. Don't force them. Anything you force on children, it will be difficult. So with kind love and compassion, make them to understand this is a different kind of education, how to live harmony in your life when you complete your schools and colleges. When you married, what is the kind of relationship you had? All those things are there in our Vedadriyan concept. So once you come inside only, you will understand. So please make the children understand, never force them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Varga.
Anybody else?
Yes, sir. 1 second.
Yes.
366 FC 885. Please unmute yourself and ask the questions, ma'am.
Namaste, madam.
Can you talk a little louder?
ಬಾಯಿಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸರ್, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಪೃಥ್ವಿ ಅಂತ
ಹೇಳಿ.
ಸರ್, ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ದಿನನಿತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಅಥವಾ ಹಿಂದೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷದವರೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಹಿಡಿತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ದಿನನಿತ್ಯ ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು?
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಜೀವನ ಹೇಗೆ ಬಾಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ ಎಲ್ಲ ತತ್ವ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಧ್ಯಾನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಈ ಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಬಾಳೋದು. ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾವು ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಳ್ತೀವ, ನಾಳೆ ಬಾಳ್ತೀವ, ಅಲ್ಲ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಬಾಳ್ತೀವ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೆನ್ನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ನಾಳೆ, ಈ ಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಬಾಳಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಳೋದು ಹೇಗೆ, ಹೌ ಟು ಲಿವ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಉಸಿರಾಟ ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ, ನೆನ್ನೆ ಬಂದಿರೋ ಉಸಿರಾಟನ ಇವತ್ತು ಬರೋದು, ಈ ಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಡೆಯೋದು ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ. ನಮ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಸಬ್ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ ಮೈಂಡು, ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ ಮೈಂಡೇ ನಾಳೆ ನೆನ್ನೆದು ಬಾಳೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್. ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈಲೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪಳಗಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಪಳಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಇದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಪಳಗುವಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಟು ಲಿವ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್. ಈ ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಳೋದು ಕಷ್ಟನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೆನೆಸ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನೆನ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, ನಾಳೆ ಆಗೋದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೆನೆಸ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನೆನ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋದು ಈ ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ನಾಳೆ ಆಗೋದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೆನ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಕೊರೋನಾ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಭಯ, ಯಾವತ್ತು ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಭಯದಲ್ಲಿನೇ ಕೊರೋನಾ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. ಈ ತರನೇ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಅಜ್ಞಾನ. ಅಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಜೀವದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಜ್ಞಾನ, ನನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಜ್ಞಾನ, ನನ್ನ ಅರಿವು ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಜ್ಞಾನ. ವೇದಾದ್ರಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ, ನಿಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಜ್ಞಾನನೇ ಬಿಚ್ಚು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಬೇರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ಮುಗಿತು. ಇನ್ಯಾರು ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಈ ದಿನದ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಚಿಂತನೆಯನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟ ಸ್ಕೈ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಹೇಳುವ ಸಮಯ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನು ತುರಿಯಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕರಿಸಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಹಾರೈಸೋಣ. ಸ್ಕೈ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ರವೀಂದ್ರನ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರು, ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬ ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ, ಅವರ ದೇಹ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ, ಅವರ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಸೇವೆ ಹೀಗೆ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಯಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹಾರೈಸೋಣ. ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ನಾಳಿನ ಆತ್ಮ ಸಂಗಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳ ವಿವರಗಳು ಹೀಗಿವೆ. ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 5:45 ಕಾಯಕಲ್ಪ ಮತ್ತು ದೇಹಾಭ್ಯಾಸ, 6:45 ತುರಿಯಾತೀತ ಧ್ಯಾನ, ಸಂಜೆ 4:30 ತುರಿಯಂ ಧ್ಯಾನ, 5 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ವಿಶ್ವಶಾಂತಿಗಾಗಿ ಹಾರೈಕೆ, 5:10 ಧರ್ಮ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾನವೀಯತೆ ಎಂಬ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಚಿಂತನೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸ್ಕೈ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರಾದ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ವರಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಭೂಮಂಡಲ, ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಭೂಮಂಡಲ, ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ. ಈ ಆತ್ಮ ಸಂಗಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೋಗ ಬಂಧುಗಳಿಗೂ ವಿಶ್ವ ಸಮುದಾಯ ಸೇವಾ ಸಂಘ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ವಲಯದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ವಂದನೆಗಳು. ವಿಶ್ವ ಸಮುದಾಯ ಸೇವಾ ಸಂಘ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ವಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕೈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೂ ವಂದನೆಗಳು. ಈ ಆತ್ಮ ಸಂಗಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ನಡೆಯಲು ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಪಾತ್ರ ವಹಿಸಿರುವ ವಿಶ್ವ ಸಮುದಾಯ ಸೇವಾ ಸಂಘ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ವಲಯದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಧನಪತಿ ಸರ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಶಾಖೆಯ ಉಪಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿಜಯ ಧನಪತಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ರವರಿಗೂ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ತುಂಬು ಹೃದಯದ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮ ಸಂಗಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ವಿವರಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಬಂಧಿಕರೊಡನೆ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಗುರು ವೇದಾದ್ರಿ ಮಹರ್ಷಿಯವರ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ತತ್ವಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಜನರಿಗೂ ಸಿಗಲಿ ಎಂದು ಬಯಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಈಗ ವಿಶ್ವಶಾಂತಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಇಂದಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಗೊಳಿಸೋಣ. ಸರ್ವೇ ಜನೋ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ.
ವಿಶ್ವಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಸಕಾಲಿಕ ಮಳೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸುರಿಯಲಿ, ರೈತರೆಲ್ಲ ಧಾನ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹುಮ್ಮಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದ ಬೆಳೆಯಲಿ, ಹಲವು ಉದ್ಯೋಗಗಳ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರು ಉನ್ನತಿಯಾಗಲಿ, ವಿವಿಧತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏಕತೆ ಕಾಣುವ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯನ್ನು ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿಸಲಿ, ಕಲಹಗಳು ಪೈಪೋಟಿ ಹಗೆತನ ಮೀರಿದ ಆಡಳಿತ ನಡೆಯಲಿ, ಅನಕ್ಷರತೆ ಸಾಲ ಬಡತನ ಕಳಂಕಗಳು ಮರೆಯ ಸುಖ ಬಾಳನ್ನು ನೀಡುವ ಸತ್ಯ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಬೀರಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಬಾಳ್ವೆಯ ಗುರಿಯನ್ನೇ ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿಸಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಬಾಳ್ವೆಯ ಗುರಿಯನ್ನೇ ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿಸಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಬಾಳ್ವೆಯ ಗುರಿಯನ್ನೇ ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿಸಲಿ. ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಭೂಮಂಡಲ, ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಭೂಮಂಡಲ, ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ.